Hello everyone, this is Mrs. Miller back with another week's of library lessons. I want to thank everybody for all the hard work you guys have been putting in over the last many weeks of homeschool and remote learning. I just want to let you guys all know that I love seeing the work you complete, the answers to your Google Forms, the flip grids, everything that you guys have been submitting over the past couple of weeks. I do look at all of it. I'm really loving what I see, and I want you guys to just continue working hard throughout the last couple of weeks of school. We're almost there. We only have a few weeks left, so please continue to stay safe and stay healthy, stay at home with your families. But just also know that I really appreciate all the work that you guys have put into really completing these assignments and doing the work for it. So today's theme is going to be on fractured fairy tales. So some of you might be thinking, what are fractured fairy tales? A fractured fairy tale is a story where the author takes the original story and mixes it up or changes it in some way. The author may change the characters in the story or the story setting where the story takes place. The author might choose to change some of the events in the story, but in some way they're similar or they connect with the original version of the story. So today, I'm going to be reading you the story called Kate and the Beanstalk. So right away, you should probably be thinking to yourself, this is a story that I'm familiar with, but I probably don't know this version. So the story that we're reading today is a fractured fairy tale from the original story. You guys know it? Jack and the Beanstalk. So it's one of those stories, Jack and the Beanstalk, that's not as popular as, say, The Three Billy Goats Gruff or Little Red Riding Hood or The Three Little Pigs. But Jack and the Beanstalk is still a very famous fairy tale. So let's see what happens in our story, Kate and the Beanstalk. Here we go. Long ago, a girl named Kate lived with her mother in a humble cottage. One day, after a hard winter, Kate's mother was in despair. Despair. That means really hard times. "We are sure to die from hunger," she said, "unless we sell our only cow to get money for food." Kate was a plucky girl who loved to help. "Don't worry," she said, giving her mother a hug. "I'll take care of everything." And she set out for market with their cow. On the way, Kate met a beggar holding a small sack. "Magic beans," the beggar said in a creaky voice. How extraordinary," said Kate when she saw them, for the brown beans shone like dark gold. "I don't think I can live without these." Oh my goodness, Kate. Ooh. "They can be yours in exchange for your cow," said the beggar. Without another thought, Kate traded her cow for the beans and rushed home to give them to her mother. Oh my goodness, can you imagine what your mother would do? But to Kate's surprise, her poor mother was horrified. "Oh, our only hope is gone," she cried. "Now we will surely starve." And she tossed the beans out the window. Hunger and forlorn, Kate went to bed. Hungry and forlorn means devastatingly sad. Oh. Poor Kate thought she was doing the right thing. Ooh. During the night, Kate couldn't sleep. She got up and crept into the moonlit garden. She gasped, for in the darkest corner, a giant beanstalk rose into the sky. It rose higher and higher and higher still, till it disappeared behind the clouds. "Does it ever end?" whispered Kate. Without waiting for morning, Kate began climbing the beanstalk. She climbed and she climbed and she climbed, and up she climbed. When Kate reached the top, light was creeping into the gray sky. Through a misty haze, she saw the most astonishing sight. Above the clouds was a countryside with fine woods, a crystal stream, and a rolling sheep meadow and a mighty castle. As Kate stared in wonder, an old woman hobbled out of the woods. "Hello?" said Kate. "Is that castle your house?" "No, my dear," the woman replied. "It once belonged to a noble knight and his fair wife. They had a small infant and many treasures. But one day, a monstrous giant came to steal from them. He killed the good man and took over his castle." "Ooh, a monstrous giant? How dreadful," said Kate. Fortunately, the knight's wife and baby were visiting in the valley, and the old woman, afraid to return home, so could you imagine? Luckily, the wife and the baby weren't there. And the grieving widow stayed below to raise her child. But alas, now they are very poor and close to starving. I wonder who that might be. A widow with a child that were close to starving? That's so sad, said Kate. "Sadder than you know, my dear," replied the old woman. She looked deeply into Kate's eyes. "Perhaps you are the one to right the terrible wrongs that have occurred." "Me?" said Kate. "Are you afraid?" "I don't think so. I fear nothing when I'm doing right. How can I help?" said Kate. The knight had 3 precious treasures: a hen that lays golden eggs, a bag filled with gold coins, and the most wondrous harp in all the world. Said the old woman, "If you find these and return them to the knight's widow, then she and her child will not die from hunger." Kate took a deep breath. "I shall try," she said. Kate bid farewell to the old woman and then strode across the sheep meadow. As she approached the castle, a giantess plunged into the early morning light. I don't think this is going to go so well. "Help me!" the huge woman roared. "My husband makes me cook from the cockeroo's crow to the howl's hoot. Whenever I hire servants, he gobbles them up." "I'll be your servant," said Kate, "but you must hide me from the giant." Kate helped the giantess make breakfast until the sun came up. When she heard the giant coming down the hall, she trembled with fear. His footsteps, can you imagine how boom, boom, boom his footsteps would be? His footsteps sounded like the booms of a cannon. "Hide," whispered the giantess, and she pushed Kate into a cabinet. Peeking through the keyhole, Kate watched and listened. "Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishwoman. Be she alive or be she dead, I'll grind her bones to make my bread." "Don't be silly," said the giantess. "You only smell the wagon load of bacon I fried for your breakfast." "Oh," said the giant. When the giant finished eating, he said, "Bring me the knight's hen." The giantess brought out a small brown hen. "Lay!" ordered the giant, and the little hen laid a golden egg. He, ha, he, ha, roared the giant. "I love my lovely little stolen hen." And then he put down his head and fell asleep, snoring so loud, so as thunder. Even ever so quietly, Kate crept out of the closet. You know, boys and girls, what she's going for. Oh, yes, you do. She grabbed the hen and rushed from the castle. She ran across the sheep meadow to the beanstalk. Down and down and down and down she climbed and climbed and climbed until she landed ker-plump in the garden. Kate sighed with relief. Whew. "It's better if Mother doesn't know of the danger I've been in," she whispered to the hen. "Stay here until I can return you to the knight's poor widow." Kate hid the hen under a bush and then slipped back inside her house. Kate knew she must disguise herself to return to the castle. That night, she dressed in a wig and a beard, crept out to the moonlight garden, and climbed the beanstalk once again. Kate climbed and climbed and climbed, and up and up and up. In the light before dawn, Kate crossed the sheep meadow and knocked on the castle door. When the giantess came out, she roared, "Help me! I need a servant. The last one stole our hen and ran away." All happened as before. Kate helped the giantess make breakfast until the sun came up. When they heard the giant's booming footsteps and bellowing voice, the giantess hid Kate in the closet. "Fee, fi, fo, fumin! I smell the blood of an English woman. Be she alive or be she dead, I'll grind her bones to make my bread." "Calm down," said the giantess. "You only smell the mountain of hash I made for your breakfast." "Oh," said the giant. When the giant finished eating, he said, "Bring me the knight's money bag." The giantess brought out a bag filled with gold coins, and the giant greedily counted them. "Ha, ha, ha," he roared. "I love my lovely little stolen coins." Soon the giant's head began to nod. Kate watched him fall asleep. Then she crept out and grabbed the money bag. She ran out of the castle and across the sheep meadow to the beanstalk. Down and down and down and down. She climbed and climbed and climbed until she landed ker-plump in the garden. "Goodness," said Kate, "what a day. I must hide these coins until I can return them to the knight's poor widow." Kate hid the money bag with the hen, and then she slipped back inside her house. That night, Kate disguised herself once again and started up the beanstalk. She climbed and climbed and climbed, and up and up and up. She ran across the sheep meadow, and just as the sun came up, she knocked on the castle door. When the giantess came out, she grabbed Kate and cried, "Help me! I need a servant. The last one stole our money bag and ran away." Again, all happened as before. Kate helped the giantess make breakfast. Soon the giant's footsteps boomed down the hall, and the giantess hid Kate in the closet. Fee, fi, fo, fummin'. I smell the blood of an English woman. Be she alive or be she dead, I'll grind her bones to make my bread. You old fool, said the giantess, you only smell the sea of fish. Soup I made for your breakfast. Oh, said the giant. When the giant finished his soup, he cried, bring me the knight's singing harp. The giantess brought out a magnificent harp, the only one of its kind in the world. The harp sparkled with diamonds and rubies, and it had strings made of gold. Sing, bellowed the giant. The harp began to sing a sad, haunting song. It sang of the past, of the noble knight, his lost wife and child, of golden days and starry nights. The harp's lovely song nearly broke Kate's heart. When the giant fell asleep, she crept out from behind the door, seized the harp, and ran away with it. But the harp was so frightened. It sang high, fearful notes. Help me, help me, help me, help me. Quiet, said Kate. I'm going to return you to the knight's poor widow. But the giant had already awakened. He jumped up, and with a shot, he ran for Kate. Ooh, what do you think's gonna happen? Okay, here we say. Kate flew like the wind across the sheep meadow. She grabbed the beanstalk and started down with the harp, the giant fast on her heels, down and down and down and down. Ooh, here he comes out. Oh my goodness. She climbed and she climbed and she climbed, and the giant climbed and climbed and climbed right after her. Oh no, what's gonna happen? As soon as Kate's feet touched the ground, she shouted, Mother, bring the axe! Hurry! Kate's mother ran out with the axe, and Kate grabbed it. Stand back, Mother! Kate cried. Oh my goodness gracious! Ah! I feel the suspense in this story. Okay. With one mighty blow, Kate chopped the beanstalk in two. Down and down and down. It fell down through the sky, and down fell the giant. Whoomp! Oh my goodness. Down into the garden, breaking his neck. The ground shook like an earthquake. Kate's mother took one look and cried out in horror. That's the giant that killed your father. My father? Asked Kate. Before her mother could answer, a fairy approached in a chariot drawn by two peacocks. I think you know where this is going, boys and girls. Greetings, brave Kate, she said. As queen of the fairies, I have long waited to avenge the king and the treachery done to the good knight. But first, I needed to know if his daughter was worthy of her inheritance. So I disguised myself as both the beggar and the old woman and sent you on your quest. Yes, it was all a disguise. To your father's castle. My father's castle? Kate looked at her mother, who nodded. I never spoke of your father after he was slain, Kate's mother said. He would be most proud of you now. Kate hugged her mother, and they wept for the sorrow and wonder of it all. Then they climbed into the chariot and rose through the clouds to the castle that was once again theirs. Up and up and up. Kate asked the giantess to stay on as their cook. "Thank you for your kindness," said the giantess. "Would you like a biscuit and jam?" "Indeed," said Kate and her mother, and the giantess served them a biscuit as big as a cow. The end. Boys and girls, I hoped you liked our story, Kate and the Beanstalk. I have to be honest, I love the suspense in our story today, and I do love the fractured part because although I'm a big fan of Jack and the Beanstalk, I think that this story was also a very good version of that original fairy tale. So boys and girls, I hope you liked our fractured fairy tale this week. And don't forget to complete the form and the assignment along with it. And I look forward to seeing you guys over the next couple of weeks. Again, there's only a few weeks left, so keep working hard until the very end. Bye, boys and girls. I miss you so much, and I look forward to seeing you in September. See you later.